Shout outs to all of y'all who's been keeping up with all the videos and stuff. You feel me? It's your girl Joe City, and if y'all want to get high, come roll with me. Now listen, I just want to say this. I love when y'all come in the comments and y'all drop wisdom, gems. Even when y'all being rude and all of that. Like, when it's real, when it's authentic, I rocks with it. I could feel when it's real. I could feel when it's authentic. When I feel like you just dropping hate because you mad that your life is not where it needs to be, that's when I come back. You know what I'm saying? Now, we here, man. I want to say this too. The Fat Joe outrage video. A lot of y'all panties are in a bunch because I made that statement of saying hip hop was founded on the backs of a Jamaican. Look, this statement right here. These videos, you know, sometimes I go and check out the topic, you know, and like see, all right, boom, do I even want to talk about this on my channel? But this is one of those that I actually already, from that statement alone, that should tell y'all already. Like, I seen when stuff happens, I know in real time when it happens. A lot of times with this specific video, this specific topic, I did not want to speak about it because I feel like this is some agent shit. This is what they throw a ranch into the crowd and everybody run different directions. Like, it's some separation shit. You feel me? I felt like this topic alone was some separation shit, but let's keep going. And I did some digging a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I understood kind of crazy about immigrants and, oh, you're not Black American, but they don't want to talk about how hip hop was really founded on the backs of a Jamaican. So I guess that statement alone got a lot of people feeling away, right? I know I'm not the only person who heard that Jamaicans contributed to hip hop. So I should never have said founded on the backs, even though I was just setting the, you know what I'm saying, setting the field for what we were going to talk about. I probably should have said help contributed to hip hop. But I see people in the comments trying to say, yo, hip hop, Jamaicans didn't even help contribute to nothing, and we don't even have our own music, and we got our music from them, and all types of stuff, like in these comments, all types of just negativity, right? This year, 50th anniversary of hip hop, I seen somebody get crowned the king of hip hop. I seen somebody get crowned the king of hip hop. And I look in these comments and I see somebody say, yo, Kool Herc ain't done nothing for hip hop. And what y'all said, the dude Tariq Nasheed, in his documentary, it debunks all the things that Kool Herc did. That's what y'all said, right? But why is he getting crowned the king of hip hop in the 50th anniversary of hip hop? And then this leads me to say this. The statement before that was hip hop was founded on the backs of blacks. That's what I said. That was a statement. But y'all don't hear that. That just run across y'all mind. That went in one ear out the other. Y'all just worried about the negative. That's the problem. Y'all so worried about the negative. Y'all not even seen people giving y'all credit. Show me how you can. So somebody asked me to do my research. I did my research already. This is why I said the statement I said, right? But here we go. DJ Kool Herc is known as the father of DJ breakbeat and is credited in introducing the technique that is considered the foundation of modern hip hop.
Happens downtown discotheques. The use of two turntables. This meant DJs could play music without interruption, mixing from the end of one record straight into the beginning of another. But unlike other DJs, Herc didn't play disco music. Instead, he specialized in the kind of hard-edged funk music that others ignored.
Yeah.
What singled out Herc as a DJ was his keen eye for crowd reaction. He noticed that the energy on the dance floor hit a peak during the instrumental breaks in the records, the point when the singing stops and the music carries on. From this simple observation, Herc came up with an idea that would become the basis of hip-hop. From From this simple observation, Herc came up with an idea that would become the basis of hip-hop.
One
Isolated the break. Here's how Kool Herc pioneered the break beat. Y'all know what pioneer is? Y'all sitting here getting information from people that didn't even pioneer nothing. That's not even an artist. Why would I listen to somebody that's not even an artist? That's not somebody that, if there's a DJ from back then that says to me, yo, Kool Herc ain't had nothing to do with nothing, and we're the ones that, then I'll listen.
First person I ever heard that do anything like that, you know? Because I'm used to being in the house with my mother and we pull a James Brown record on and just let it play through. Kool Herc would play the break part back and forth, and that really astonished me. I was really impressed when I seen that, something like that, because I never seen anything like that before.
I saw Kool Herc, and I was 14 years old, and that very day when I saw his sound system and how loud it was and the records that he played would just change the way the party was going.
Isolated the break. Kool Herc, whose real name is Clive Campbell, played the funk records and isolated instrumental portion. Y'all want to say, oh, we are the ones who made funk music. Did you isolate the break?
What singled out Herc as a DJ was his keen eye for crowd reaction. He noticed that the energy on the dance floor hit a peak during the instrumental breaks in the records, the point when the singing stops and the music carries on. From this simple observation, Herc came up with an idea that would become the basis of hip-hop.
One night, I'm waiting for the record to play out. I said, I wonder if I put that to myself. I said, if they're waiting for this particular break and I have a couple more records that's got the same breakup in it, I wonder how would it be if I put them all together. And I told them, I said, I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to call it a merry-go-round.
Herc's merry-go-round meant that instead of playing whole records,
That's the point. Did you isolate the break? Like, you can't be mad at him being able to isolate it. Like, so what if black people made funk? So what? Did you isolate the break though? That's what Kool Herc isolated the break. Anyways, Clive Campbell played hard funk records and isolated the instrumental portion of the song, which emphasized the drum beat. Did you come up with that? Like, tell me what other DJ came up with that wasn't Kool Herc? Y'all want to talk about didn't contribute to hip hop? What? I'm reading it right now. This is contribution. Which emphasized the drum beat. The part of the song where the vocals and the other instruments drop out is known as the break. Played the same record on 2 turntables. So, Kool Herc used the technique called the merry-go-round to play the same record on the 2 turntables, back spinning one record while the other played.
One night, I'm waiting for the record to play out. I said, I wonder if I put that to myself. I said, if they're waiting for this particular break and I have a couple more records that's got the same breakup in it, I wonder how would it be if I put them all together. And I told them, I said, I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to call it a merry-go-round.
Herc's merry-go-round meant that instead of playing whole records, he would play just the instrumental breaks, mixing between them to create a continuous dance rhythm.
I started out with James Brown, clap your hand, stomp your feet. That part right there, when the break, stomp your feet. That part right there, when the break, stomp your feet. Boom, I had to come up with bongo rock.
Y'all talking so crazy like y'all was there. Y'all act like I was there.
Bongo rock with still no vocals in it, and I would go into Baby Huey, the Mexican. think we got some hit, you know, because people was like, oh, whoa. Everybody was like, yeah, I'm feeling this. Oh, yeah, you know.
The instrumental breaks on the records became known as the break beats, and Herc's merry-go-round formula of mixing between them provided the blueprint for a new music. Records became known as the break beats, and Herc's merry-go-round formula of mixing between them provided the blueprint for a new music.
This allowed him to repeat the drum patterns and extend the break. Stop it. Y'all, Jamaicans ain't contribute at all? I see y'all in the comments talking crazy. What? DJ Kool Herc was born in Kingston, Jamaica. He got his DJ name from Hercules, a nickname he had while growing up in the Bronx. Kool Herc arrived to the U.S. at a very early age. During this time, there were many Caribbean immigrants all over the city, especially the Bronx. Grandmaster Flash was also born in the West Indies of Barbados, and African Bambaataa had parents that was both Jamaican and Barbadian descent. All three are credited for being three founders of hip-hop: Kool Herc, African Bambaataa, and Grandmaster Flash. Kool Herc isolated the break, which laid the foundation of hip-hop music. Kool Herc and his sister Sydney threw the first hip-hop party in the Bronx on August 11, 1973. This is history. Hip-hop was founded on the backs of encourage dancers. Kool Herc called the dancers break boys and break girls, or B boys and B girls. Where? Oh, so he even called them B boys and B girls. Oh, B boy. Y'all know that was a big part of hip hop at one point, man, and it's so separated now, which is crazy. Which are terms still used today in breaking. He also encouraged dancers with announcements and exhortations, which helped lead to rapping. I hear y'all saying, we've been rapping way before that. Whatever, y'all can have it. I don't care. Kool Herc breakbeat DJing is considered a sound innovation that was a blueprint for turntable beat mix experimentations. He is often credited with introducing hip hop at a back-to-school dance in the Bronx on August 11, 1973. Were you there? If you wasn't there, stop talking to me.
Was ignored.
Yeah, I remember going to the Herc parties, and this started in the community room, and it grew so big that we couldn't fit in the community room anymore. And music was slamming. I was trying to think about what would be, synonymous with a Kool Herc party, and it would have to be James Brown. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. It wasn't a Kool Herc party. Without.
I started organizing this party. Where am I going to get the music from? Herc had all the equipment to be playing the music. How much are we going to charge people? Charge 25 cents for girls, 50 cents for fellas. How do you promote it? Before there were flyers, there were index cards. And on the top, we always gave it a title, which was whatever the current song was. And I put Kool Herc's name on it because he's going to be the DJ. And he was pretty popular in the neighborhood and in school. So they were really coming, to see Kool Herc play.
If you wasn't there, stop talking to me. If you was not in that party, and if you wasn't in a party at way before this, and you're telling me, oh, this happened way before this, so he didn't do it, why is he credited so much? On the 50th anniversary, I was trying not to do this. Nothing. That has nothing to do with nothing. What y'all talking about? If you wasn't there in 1973 or in 1968 and have footage of showing me that y'all was the one who did the break beat and isolated one track and y'all wasn't there. Stop. Y'all want to talk about some dude in a documentary debunking. Of course they gonna debunk everything that helped them.
It was my first exposure to a Kool Herc party, and the sound was loud. He was playing records that would not normally be heard on the radio, and the kids would form circles, and guys and girls would get in the middle of the circle and start competing in different dance styles against each other.
It was something that was different from being in a normal disco.
You think they're going to crown the 50th, and hip-hop is not even that old. It's 50 years old. You think they're going to crown Kool Herc the king? If he ain't do nothing, he ain't help at all. Like, stop.
Herc party. And sound was loud. He was playing records that would not normally be heard on the radio. And the kids would form circles, and guys and girls would get in the middle of the circle and start competing in different dance styles against each other.
It was something that was different from being in like a normal disco club. It was like a little hole in the wall. Everybody was vibing and dancing and everything. And I saw the sound system that he was playing on. Now, I was used to be sneaking down to the discos at a young age, but he was playing a lot of obscure sounds that you don't normally hear, and they had a funky pattern, you know, a rhythm that was different from anywhere else. And every time when he played that rhythm, I saw that people in the dance floor assembled and started doing some footwork, which is called breakdancing. And I was amazed by watching this whole thing.
It was really great, and we had to be creative. We didn't have a stroke light at the time, and it was Herc's friend. His name is Mike. So he stood by the light switch, and Herc would stay in the microphone. And, you know, Mike hit the lights when the b-boys started breaking. So Mike was just there flickering the light, flickering the light.
I was here, away from Jamaica. They say what? Them born people. But remember, you can't stop it. It's an immigrant story. Are we here? And 50 years later, we could touch the culture. Thank you very much.